get it, I get it, I get it.
Right now, 1 hour with excellent, awesome lighting. Come chill and hi friends. We're streaming live on Twitch right now. Hi friends. We're streaming live on Twitch right now for 1 hour. Excellent, awesome lighting. Come chill and vibe. We're super excited to have you. See you there. Hi friends. We're streaming live on Twitch right now for 1 hour with excellent, awesome lighting. Come chill and vibe. everyone. Hold on, let me... Oh, I should have marked the stream for... screw it. I should have marked the stream for what I'm about to do on stream, but I don't care. It's Friday, and it has been a crazy... Oh, I'm audible, yes, okay. It has been a crazy couple of weeks for me. I don't know if this is going to cause a bunch of rumors that I'm some kind of alcoholic or whatever, but the last time I drank on stream was July 4th, and honestly, at this point, I don't care. This is Angry Orchard Hard Cider, and it's 8%, barely get a buzz from 1 to 3. My mom actually likes to drink these because she has pretty severe lupus. It did a number on her small and large intestine, and these are some of the only things that soothe her stomach. So I didn't even buy these for me. We bought this for her. So yeah, I decided to just crack one open and enjoy it because it's Friday night. And, you know, treat yourself. Oh my gosh. So, without further ado, oh God. Hi, Marine Corps. Welcome to the Empathy Software livestream development of the 2D mobile game Cure All in collaboration with the United States Marine Corps. Semper Fi! My name is Russell Campbell, and as always, I have the extreme pleasure of developing for you here live on Twitch. We're going to go ahead and go over some content that we went over last stream. I super apologize about that because I didn't realize until the end of the stream that the stream was muted. So that was totally my bad. I super apologize about that, but we're just going to go over the content that we went over again. This is going to be like not a half day stream like I'm as if I'm doing a part-time job. I'm not going to be here for 4 hours. I want to do that tomorrow, but we'll see what happens. Just play it by ear. But yeah, let's just get right into it. I've got my Pocky, which is a Japanese like a little sweet snacks. I have a huge sweet tooth. If you don't know me, my name is Russell Campbell. Russell Campbell. See? Here. Russell Campbell. That's why here's a visitor tag. My name is Russell Campbell, and I have one of the biggest sweet tooths you will ever find on planet Earth. I'm going to make my dentist rich. Yes, I do go to the dentist. Go to the dentist. It's important. I got my Pocky. Pocky. The exact description of them is strawberry cream covered biscuit sticks. They originated there are a Japanese confectionery that means sweet snack, and that means confectionery means sweet snack, and I super love these. I have a huge sweet tooth if you didn't know. So I got my Pocky, I got my Angry Orchard, and I have my band hammer. If any bitches want to step. All right, let's go. Okay, so where we last left off, let's go ahead to the new desktop. Oh, let me be a little bit smarter about this. I'm gonna place this right here. And I want to be able to see chat. I've had some really nice conversations so far. A lot of bots, a lot of scammers and shit. But mostly I've just had like, when it is a real person, I just have had like pleasant conversation. So I super appreciate that. So let's get right into the swing of things. Game Maker Studio 2 open. I also wanted to, before we get into that, by the way, neither Pocky nor Angry Orchard, well, I don't know who made this hammer, but this kitchen hammer, but neither Pocky nor Angry Orchard are sponsoring me. I just like to say what's going on, and hey, my stream takes off. It's good practice, right? All right, let's move on. So, something that's really cool that I added was a visual, they have visual
I'm audible, right? Okay, cool. They actually have visual version control, like visual virtual, blah, 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 blah. A Git GUI. My gosh, that's the easiest way to say that. A Git GUI is something to visualize your branches in your version control software. Mine, of course, being GitHub. I know this looks kind of a little overly complicated, but basically, this allows me, the programmer, to keep track of bugs and features as I branch off of the origin, master, or main branch here. This is really important for my purposes because if I'm working on a feature and I accidentally did a merge, I want to see if that merge destroyed the rest of the project, you know? So that's super cool there. It's looking like I actually don't have any merge conflicts. So this is super helpful for me as a developer, or if I want to collaborate with anybody, because this gives them a graphical user interface GUI. This gives them a GUI or a visual tool to see what's going on with the branches. And one of the things that can really mess up a development team is when your feature branches, let's say I'm working on a boss battle, or if I want to implement a new skin or a new enemy or DLC or something like that. DLC would be the most relatable example, right? The DLC will go in its own branch, and you could call it feature DLC, whatever. The DLC will go in its own branch, and all of the development team will work on that branch, or me, if the development team is just me, will work on that branch until we're ready, until it's been approved. On a actual production team would be by a quality assurance person, and then once that is approved, no. You can have a QA developer approve that, but most likely it would be by your senior developer on the engineering team in the game, on the development side of the game, on the development side of your development team, and not on the art and graphical or marketing side or QA side. Oh my gosh, or publishing side. Jeez, making a game is such a big endeavor, guys. I can't stress that enough. So here we have a neat graphical tool to keep to help me and anybody else who's interested in the project in line about where we are in the branches. This will tell us also, this is a super awesome thing. This will tell us if one branch is ahead of another one, which we don't want. We do not want to be one. We especially don't want any of our if your feature branches are ahead, and you do a merge, they would be commits ahead until you merged into master, but then the branch shouldn't exist anymore. But anyways, if you have not just done a merge, or you don't intend to do a merge, you don't want an extraneous branch to be some arbitrary number of commits ahead of your master branch. That spells disaster. The TLDR is that this visualization tool here, it's called GitUp. I'm using it because I'm developing on Mac, because my Mac machine is thousands of times faster than my PC right now. Once I get a new tower or laptop, I'm never getting a laptop ever again, honestly, for a PC. They suck. When I get a new tower, and I get my Windows, my Windows 11 tower, then I can go hard in the paint developing there, because there's more customization options for developers when it comes to PC. But GitUp is going to work for our purposes when it comes to Mac. That's an alarm. It's not the end stream alarm. So, and Curol is also going to be released on 2 platforms, iOS and Android. So if we end up making an iOS team and someone primarily is familiar with Mac, well, hey, they don't have to be excluded from potentially working on this project, which is awesome. We got all that right. All right, excelente. No comments on the stream. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. This is super cool. I thought I was going to have a lot of gnarly merge conflicts that I would have to figure out on stream, but it seems like that's not the case. Wait a minute here. Is this where feature ray walking? Feature ray walking is a couple of commits ahead. If this is where master is, okay, you see where what I'm getting at here, right? Like this is where master is. I think master is either right here or is pointing to this point on the branches or whatever. If it is, then my head pointer, which is now pointing to feature ray walking because I'm on feature ray walking, is ahead of master. But we can actually go ahead and quickly do a little lesson here because it should say that this does advertise that it checks my repos checks the status of my repos in real time. So let's just do a quick what the hell? Noon Eastern. Okay. No. All right. So sorry, I was just checking on a text. So now, let's go ahead and do a git. Oh my god. Let's do git status. No, git branch A. Where are we? We're in feature ray walking. So we want to do git checkout. Come on. Git checkout master. Your local changes to the following files would be overwritten. Please commit your changes or stash them before you switch branches. So, I'm gonna go. Let's go ahead and commit. Let's do git status. Git branch A. We're on feature ray walking, right? So let's do a git commit. Commit message added. What do we see here? Script. We added functionality to idle and move in all 4 directions. Added functionality to idle, move in all 4 directions. All 4 directions. And we added a camera. Added a camera fixed on Ray's position in the center of the screen. All right, that should go. There we go. So you see how that changed? We just made a commit, and this is hopefully superly duperly useful for all of you visual learners out there. If you want to use professional level version control with any of your software projects. All right. I would be happy to collaborate with anyone interested in making this project awesome. As long as you're not shitty. That goes without saying. Because I am making my childhood dream and my teenage dream of making a video game and owning a video game company to come true. And if anyone else wants to do that as well, hey, we have something literally right here. So, whoops. Oh my god. All right, so now then we made those commits. Let's do another git status. We should have commit all of those files. Not staged for commit. Oh, whoops. That was on me. It's been a little while because of all the chaos off camera. Going to go will be replaced by LF. Solve animation 1. So all of these animations will be add mob. Will be replaced by LF the next time Git touches it. I don't want to mess with this actually. No changes added to commit. Git status. Git commit. Okay. Now these are a bunch of commits ahead now on feature ray walking. So feature ray walking is actually, glad we caught that, is actually a few ahead on this. So we can now, if we switch to Git, check out master. Okay. Oh, okay. So up to date with origin master, and we do Git branch A. Oh, we are in master. So I was actually super worried, but this is the local master, not the origin, not the remote, master in the remote repository. So we're just gonna go ahead then back to, and this is the thing about, you need to use okay. Whoa, I switched context without really saying anything. Let's go ahead and, why is this over here? This needs to be here. Okay, cool. All right, you need to use terminal.
This is ludicrous.
All right, who called for ludicrous? Oh, you don't need me.
Sorry,
like
ad.
A good name, but State Farm is there.
Just file a claim on the app or call us.
Lovely home by.
Thanks, Luda. I appreciate that you think I have a lovely home. Anyways, back to business. So, you need to use terminal. You can't escape that in software engineering. If you want to use, there was a lovely gentleman a few streams back. You can see it on YouTube because now all of my streams are exported to YouTube. They're permanently there. I know they don't have all the pretty thumbnails yet, but like I'm a fledgling streamer and YouTuber. But he said, ignore having to use terminal. If you can get by with GitHub Desktop, that's fine. I agree. However, it would behoove you and it would improve your chances in the industry if you knew terminal and if you knew how to control the reins of a repository, of a remote and a local repository through terminal. It really, really is an important skill set. And if you're like me and you're a visual learner and having all of this text just confuses you, download a tool like GitUp. And with GitUp, you can keep track of you have a GUI here to help keep track of your branches and your commits visually. Because you see, I branched off of here. Even here, I had branched off. And then I had done a merge. You see here? So, oh, and you can even see that again. So I'd done a merge on feature ray walking. And then I had branched off, and then I had done a merge on feature ray walking, and then I'm working on feature ray walking again. So hopefully that doesn't cause an issue or with some merge conflicts or whatever. But either way, I want to go to Git check out feature ray walking again. But yeah, just do yourself a service. Don't do yourself the disservice of sleeping on terminal. You want to learn terminal. You want to learn Unix style commands. And if you're like me and you're a visual learner and you need some kind of GUI to help you keep track of what's going on, because keeping that that information in your head, I can't do it. Some of these people in engineering are literally synesthetes, and they see the graphical, they see they have graphical shorthand like in their mind's eye to help them keep track of all of this complex data, and they have exercise, they have like neurological exercise from doing that from such an early age with a bunch of different mathematical and logic and algorithmic based problems. So if that's not you, then please, by all means, do like help yourself, give yourself an assist, and use a tool like this so you can keep visual track of the branches. It'll make your life easier. And hey, you know, in doing that, maybe you will in your adult life become like how they were. So, you know, don't ever, and this is corny, I don't care, don't ever sell this short. This has a lifetime of development waiting to be unlocked. Do yourself a favor and unlock it with practice. Whatever happened to you when you were a kid, when you are a kid, the amount of expansion and development that this is doing can help you learn things at a much more rapid rate. But when you're an adult like me, just practice and you'll get better at it. So there's a vote of confidence for you there. We want to go to feature, Ray, walking, switched. All right, you see the head pointer. This head, that's a pointer. Pointers point. I had the hardest time understanding this when I was in school. Well, pointers point. That's another friggin' computer science lesson I can go over. But literally, just pretend there was an imaginary. This head in all caps is an imaginary arrow pointing to wherever, pointing to the current branch. The head of the current branch is the front of the current branch. So in computer science, there's a data structure called a queue. A queue is just a line like the English word queue or British word queue in real life. You have, let's say you have a line of 4 people, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is this hand I'm holding up right here. That's the head of the queue. This is the tail of the queue. The head pointer lets you know what is at the front of the line, just like the head pointer here lets you know 2 things in a Git repository. It lets you know what branch you're on, and it lets you know what the last commit was. There is a head pointer pointing to the most recent commit. There are actually commands you can do to backtrack as many commits as you want, and then delete any commits after the head, blah, blah, blah. But we're not doing that right now. Just keep it simple. All right, so let's go ahead and git branch A. All right, we're on feature array walking again. Let's go back. No comments on the stream. Where's the game? Oh, there's the game. Okay, awesome. We're gonna reload because we switched branches. That's why that's happening. Oh god. And then I remember on tonight's stream we were gonna go over solid principles. Just gotta go to wiki here. All right. Activity monitors kind of giving me a little, I think it's because of Wikipedia. Oh well, whatever. Okay. So we're just gonna go over solid and how we implement solid in Curl, and then honestly call it a night. All right. So single responsibility principle in computer science is that module should be responsible to one and only one actor. All right, so to a group that requires the original term expresses the principle as this guy is super cool guy, by the way, super cool guy, like cool, like actually cool, like not in like not in like Gen Z cool, where if a Zoomer does a bit of digging, like you're gonna find some shit. Like he's actually cool dude, and he is a quintessential voice in the computer science space. He has lectures on YouTube. Go watch them. So with the single responsibility principle, a class should only have one reason to change. Okay, so another wording for the single responsibility principle is gather together the things that change for the same reasons. Separate those things that change for different reasons. Okay, so excuse me. So gather together the things that change for the same reasons. All right. So a module should be responsible to one and only one actor. So all right. So now we've got. So if you look at the single responsibility principle, you want to make sure that a class does only one thing. Let's see if we can get the AI to give us like a more simplified definition. Let's see. I said the AI and then I clicked on a web link. So yeah, solid. Oh, do I have to pay? Oh god damn it. It's medium. So yeah, this gives you like the Spark Notes. Oh god, that doesn't exist anymore. This gives you the short version. Object-oriented design principles for object-oriented software design that are intended to make software designs more understandable, flexible, and maintainable. All right, so I want to be able to answer this with Google AI, but it's not giving me the option, which is a little annoying. Search by image, search by voice, search, answer with AI, search labs, no. Okay, so I don't know how to, because it just seems like it happens at random. Now I'm a little off topic here. Maybe if I ask a question, ask it in the form of the question, the AI will answer. Aha, sweet. So I wonder if that has something to do with it. Anyways. Is a fundamental concept in object-oriented programming that states that a class, function, or module should have one reason to change. This means that a component should have a single purpose or responsibility and focus on a specific functionality or behavior. Code more modular. Solid is there to make code more modular and reusable, and it makes it easier to update code, because I can tell you something right now. There are senior engineers who spend their entire careers, I'm not kidding, who spend their entire careers. I'm going to say this again. There are senior engineers at your favorite tech companies, Tesla, Lockheed Martin, I can't think of another one off the top of my head. Motorola, whatever. There are senior engineers who their entire career, maybe spanning decades, 20, 30 years, has just been fixing bad code, you know. And they might have made a lot of money out of it, but it's like, you know, some people leave the field not really feeling fulfilled that they got to, like, contribute anything meaningful to the field of computer science because you're just fixing a lot of bad code that someone else was too lazy to, like, do their due diligence and write properly. So applying architecture, you know, good architecture and like best practice programming principles, programming design principles are very useful. Very useful. So do that. I want to get like explain like a 5. Solids. Yeah. Oh yeah. Eli 5. All right. Each class should only have one purpose. It should not try to multitask any more than it has to. It's not to say that each class can only have one function. There you go. There you go. This helps. This is a very good, this is a very useful thing to understand because I haven't diagrammed a lot yet. I still need to like do some diagramming here on stream because we use UML or Unified Markup Language, which is a universal language to help model and architect object-oriented programming objects. That was redundant. And then each object or each class abstraction has the class name or the object name, the attributes, fields / variables. Those three are interchangeable. We've gone over variables already. You should know what that is. I mean, I could do a quick jump over here and show you that this is a variable. All right, cool. This will be in a class. And then you have your functions, behaviors. I saw in Lucidchart, they also call them operators. I really don't like all this interchangeable stuff, but you know, having a shield of shibboleths around your engineering discipline probably is another weed out tactic to prevent the very issue I mentioned where you have incompetent people messing up your code. So whatever. Operations, methods, functions, oh my gosh, and there's or a script. That's right, a script. That's in game engines you'll hear them be called script. Either way, it's all interchangeable. This bottle of Angry Orchard is a percent alcohol, 8%. Percent alcohol, that's your variable. Behavior, drink. That's your function. Bottle height, variable. Behavior, open. Right? That's like lots of lessons back, but a variable is an attribute about the object. Objects are abstractions of real-world objects so that we can manipulate them programmatically. Operations, functions, scripts, or methods, or behaviors are things that the object does. Drink. I just performed a behavior with my beer bottle or Angry Orchard bottle object. Makes sense? Cool. Makes sense. So it's not to say each class can only have one function. It would make no sense if, let's say, we were just talking about, we have this object here. Let's say we have this object here, and okay, you can lift a beer bottle, right? it would make no sense for you to just be able to lift a beer bottle because you're supposed to drink alcohol, right? Right? So you want to make sure that all of your class or object behaviors have functionality that's localized to the object in question. Let's go back to let me take a Pocky stick. All right, so you can remove from box. That's one function. Lift. That's another function. Bite. That's another function. See? So basically, each class should have only one purpose. It should not try to multitask any more than it has to. It's not to say that each class should only have one function. Pocky, the object Pocky stick, has one purpose: eat. Eat is that's the purpose. This wouldn't be the name of a function. I mean, you could like eatable be an interface, and then it has remove from box, lift to mouth, and take bite. But anyways, eat is the purpose. You want to eat the Pocky stick. You want to drink the Angry Orchard. That's the one purpose. The three functions related to hypothetical three functions. It's not going to just be three functions. And this is where some programmers can get unnecessarily pedantic, because they'll go right down to like the nanometer of behavior that you're doing, and it's really Anyways, you have one purpose: eat. And then all of the three functions the three hypothetical functions that we related to that eat purpose, those are the three functions that would go to that single responsibility principle. Let's read more of that explained like I'm 5. It's like saying in an office, let the secretary be the secretary, the security guard be the security guard, and the doorman be the doorman. Bad things happen if you try to combine all those duties and drop it just on one person. So, oh God, this is like an extrapolation here. But let's say you wanted a refreshing drink along with eating your stick of Pocky, right? You don't want to put the drink functionality on the Pocky. You want to eat the Pocky. You don't want to drink the Pocky. Does that make sense? So, because if you add the drink functionality to your Pocky, like this is cream. Like if you try to, let's take another Pocky stick out. If you try to take another Pocky stick out and you want it to like drink from the Pocky stick, see how it's got like little like strawberry cream on it? You would have to like melt the strawberry cream to the point that it's drinkable, and then now the strawberry Pocky you can now drink the strawberry Pocky. See how it doesn't make sense? Don't ask the like separation of concerns, separation of duties, and things like that. Don't ask the Pocky stick to do something that the Pocky stick isn't meant to do. Let's relate this to the game. Don't ask the if Ray is the one rocking, Ray will be rocking in the first boss battle. But if Ray is the one walking, everything that's related to Ray walking should only be on everything related to Ray walking should only be on the Ray object. Does that make sense? So it's like, don't add anything related to, for example, the environment like something in the environment. Don't add that onto Ray. Like, for example, if Ray is interacting with an object in the environment, and that's supposed to give a text-based output to the player, to you, the player, you want to place the text output on, let's say it's like you're a rock you're examining, and then the rock can magically talk, and it says, I'm a rock. You want to place the logic and the graphics and the text for that rock saying, I'm a rock, on the rock, not on Ray. Don't, once again, let the secretary be the secretary. Let the security guard be the security guard, and the doorman be the doorman. Bad things happen if you try to combine all those duties and drop it on just one person. The bad things in this case are your development team is going to get very, very, very confused when things need to be changed, bugs need to be addressed, or even worse, shoot me, every developer wants to just do this. When I say this, when you need to resolve merge conflicts. So just do this for your code, and you'll make things leagues easier on future you and your team. All right. Next is the open-closed principle. When you write a class or a function or a library, you should do it in a way that anyone can easily build onto it, but not change its core elements, right? So classes should be open for extension and then closed for modification. That's right. When you write a class or a function or a library, you should do it in a way that anyone else can easily build onto it, but not change its core elements. So you can do this in two ways, I'm pretty sure. I'll have to consult ChatGPT. This next part might be misinformation. So if it is, I apologize, and we can do a quick I can quickly verify that on ChatGPT, and on the next stream correct myself if I'm wrong. If I don't say anything, you can assume that I wasn't wrong. But when you use access modification, let me think, private or protected, to make sure that your main your parent class, where the attributes and the behaviors in your parent class can't be modified. Protected would be better because anything that's subclassed to that superclass or that parent class can have access to it, but there's no outside access if the class in question is not subclassed to the protected class. So this is like adding access modification to your parent classes, or this is like so open for extension, closed for modification. This is also like if you right. If you have a protocol, this is something that's only really in Swift, but no, you can't. Even if you have a script that acts as an interface in GameMaker Studio 2, you can't really make a conglomeration of scripts, call that an interface. You can, and then modify it later in the code, to my knowledge. So it doesn't really apply here. But in Swift, you have a protocol, which is basically like your interface. It's a list of rules, and by list of rules, a list of method signatures or function signatures that basically give you the blueprint of what that thing is supposed to be able to do. And if I've lost you, an interface is just a list of function bodies or function signatures without function signatures without any of the method logic or function bodies inside of it. So it's like a salesman coming up to you and telling you, this is a piece of Pocky. You can remove it from the box, you can lift it up to your mouth, and you can take a bite out of it. But only you know what doing that implies, opening up the box and sticking your fingers in and pulling one out, and then moving your hand as close as you particularly need to eat it, and then you taking a bite, and then where to take a bite. Maybe you have sensitive teeth, blah, blah, blah. All of those details, that's like the function logic or the function body. But when the salesman is telling you about the Pocky, he's just giving you the interface, the list of rules, the blueprint for what the Pocky can do or what you can do with the Pocky. So just like with that, a protocol in Swift, which is the language to make code applications for iOS, that's telling you anything in the protocol is telling you what anything that conforms to that protocol or conforms to that list of rules can do. So what's the point of this? If you are in Swift and then you have a protocol that you want to change, you would make an extension to to add method signatures to that protocol, but you so open for extension, do it in a way that anyone else can easily build on it, but not change its core elements. You can't actually go into the protocol, into the original protocol's logic and change either the method signatures originally in the protocol, or the probably like the function logic when that function is declared as an instance method. Woo! All right, so you could probably do that with the private keyword. And then the example they give on Eli 5 is, if you're holding a barbecue and bring steaks, allow other people to bring things like condiments, salads, drinks, chips, knives, forks, etc., but never allow anyone to get rid of your steaks and replace them with veggie burgers. So there you go. So that's like saying, instead of you being able to stick, I don't know, a bottle cap in my box of Pocky, the box of Pocky is closed. And you can't put anything in there. That's closed for modification, but open for extension. How would that? I don't think that really relates to the Pocky. Oh, I don't think that really relates to the Pocky example here. You would have to be able to let's say, I don't know, maybe you added like a flavor. You brought a chocolate Pocky box. That doesn't really hold up, but you get the idea with the explanation here. We're not going to be really seeing that in GameMaker, because there's going to be no reason to add to a function or a script once we've made it. Once we've made it, it's pretty much done. So we're not going to be seeing that in GameMaker. All right, next is Liskov substitution. Liskov substitution is that you should be able to switch a parent class and a subclass around without breaking your code. Simply put, anytime you have a subtype of something, that subtype should be 100% compatible with the original thing. This is usually not an issue, since a subtype is a specialized version of the more generic thing. If you have a rectangle class that has width and height as properties and want to make a square class, you don't have to use side length as its property. You should be able to put in a rectangle where you normally put in a square, and everything should work. Just instead make width equal to height. Alternatively, if it looks like a duck and quacks like a duck but needs batteries, you probably have something wrong, have the wrong abstraction. Okay, so what does that look like here? So, first explain what that means. Okay, so when you have the abstract idea of something, you have bottle, and then that's a parent class or an abstract class. Then you have Angry Orchard Bottle, which is a more specific kind of subtype of something. This is not usually subtype is a more specialized version of the more generic thing. So bottle, Angry Orchard Bottle, right? So it's basically saying so this actually helps me, because it's like, what? You have a parent class, you have a subclass and a parent class, and oh god, this helps. really, 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 okay. I'm not being really coherent right now. So let me explain what I'm trying to say. My original confusion with Liskov substitution. My original confusion with Liskov substitution is like, okay, so if I have a random parent class, and that parent class is, for example, I don't know. I'm looking around for objects. Some electronic. Okay, let's say I have a parent class motorcycle, right? Oh, you know what? Let's just use something on the screen because object-oriented programming, it's always good to have
$5 meal deal at McDonald's.
visualizations.
A McDouble or a McChicken, then get a small fry, a small drink, and a 4-piece McNuggets.
Oh my God.
A lot of McDonald's for not a lot of money.
Price and participation may vary for a limited time only.
Okay. Was that ad rushing me in terms of picking examples? Rude. But, oh my gosh. That McDonald's ad was actually, because I'm sure they have programmers working on the McDonald's app that they have to figure this stuff out. But that McDonald's ad was kind of like perfect. So let's say you have, oh my gosh, you have a sandwich, McDonald's sandwich. That is the abstract superclass or the parent class or the abstract class. And then spicy chicken sandwich is like your, or fish fillet or Big Mac. No, is it Big Mac from that? Big Mac is McDonald's. I don't eat the burgers. They're kind of gross to me. But spicy chicken sandwich is the more specialized version of the sandwich, of the McDonald's sandwich abstract class. Spicy chicken sandwich is the more specified subclass or child class of McDonald's sandwich, right? Because they're both McDonald's sandwiches, they're both replaceable. So when you replace the child class and the parent class, you should still have something similar with the same attributes. Oh my God, that makes so much sense. Because I was wondering, like, going with the McDonald's example, if you have McDonald's sandwich, but then you subclass a ketchup packet, like, and that should go with like condiments, the condiments abstract class, not with the and you have these categories in your brain, right? Ketchup packet should go with condiment packets, not with McDonald's sandwiches. So you can't subclass ketchup packet to McDonald's sandwich abstract class. You can't switch them around, and that makes sense because it's more logically organized. Oh my God, I just got it. All right, so if it looks like a duck, quacks like a duck, but needs batteries, you probably have the wrong abstraction, because ducks don't need batteries. Animatronics do, or you get what I'm saying. Electronics do. A duck is an electronic, so it should not be subclassed to electronics. Oh my God. So I actually was following Liskov substitution without even noticing it. And I think Liskov substitution like forms the basis for good subclassing, aggregation, and composition in object-oriented programming anyways. Because every time you are taught how to organize your object-oriented code, it just happens. So let's look at an example here. We have this parent class. We have this superclass. Parent. We have this parent class here. Oh my God. There we go. We have this parent class for the Legion. And then we have this larvae or this germ as the child class. This here we have the, you see this little sign in GameMaker. This lets you know that this is a parent class with two child classes. This lets you know that you're dealing with object orientation, and specifically the one of the concepts within object orientation, API, abstraction, polymorphism. E is encapsulation. I is inheritance. When you see this, you will know that a child class is inheriting from a parent class. So you're dealing with object orientation here. Right here, where you see the little germs that fly in, the larva, well, this standard one is called a germ. But when you see the little larva here, when you see the little larva here, the things that fly in the game and go and then suck your energy, they might, that might be a stand-in for your boss that week or something. Suck your energy and then, like basically go to hell off screen. Those are child classes to an overarching Legion parent class. This should have an underscore. That's not good. I'm not on the main branch, so I'm not going to change that right now. So if we click on that, we'll go to the create event. It has all of these variables that are unique specifically to that that are unique specifically to the to every single type of Legion that you could make. Now if we go to this larva, if we go to this larva, we should have object inherited. Wait, because there's a child class. Wait. Draw self. 0 event 0. Okay, this should have object inherited somewhere, but either way, so you should be able. So normally this would have like object inherited, so that it could inherit all of the functionality from the parent class, and these should essentially be of the same category, meaning they're replaceable. So if you think about it, all of the standard functionality for this Legion parent or whatever. So move towards the standard functionality is like hold on a sec. This one's more organized. I don't know what's going on there. All right, there you go. You have the oh my god, you have the parent leper class, which is the leper is the healable owl. The name of it's a classification of Legion and Cure All. And it's basically the main healable ally that you need to heal in order to get back any urge or energy, life energy. So this is the parent object that has all of the variables. You see, I went through a lot of painstaking effort to actually write unit test cases for all the possible variables you could think of. For this, I still need to go and get more code coverage on the rest of my code. That's neither here nor there. And also, you'll see that the parent leper has the standard behavior for that object. If cursed, fall down. And then if this power-up isn't active and it's been touched, approach. So that's like when you fire magic bullet at the leper and then it approaches you. And then if we meet with cure, then calculate which way to orbit, because it either orbits or the leper either orbits cure according to like the core gameplay loop. Either orbits cure clockwise or counterclockwise. And then calculated. All right. So right, and then if we've shot if you shot the leper, calculated which way it's supposed to rotate, either clockwise or counterclockwise. The bond hasn't been broken and we haven't healed that leper. Start spiraling around cure. So that there are 7 types of lepers in Cure All. That behavior is going to apply to every single leper we could possibly come up with. That's why we put it in the parent object. That when we create a child class leper, we should only when we create a child class leper, that should be replaceable with the parent class, 100% replaceable with the parent class. Why? Because they are of the same category. This is functionality that every single leper should share, right? So the specifics of each and every one, which really in this case is really simple, probably for demonstration, definitely for demonstration. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. Cyan, indigo, and violet. The only thing that's going to change there is the color, or their type. They have each types in that, like the type of leper you restore gives you, through the transmute ability, gives you a specific power-up that you can use, one of the 7 power-ups that define the gameplay of Cure All. That is the only thing that's going to differ from leper to leper. Either way, they're both going to have all this behavior, all of these variables, and then they're all going to fall due to the fallen, and it's also going to be called hard-hearted debuff. They're all going to fall down. If you tap them on the screen, they're going to approach you. There's going to be a calculation when they stop at a certain point in your orbit, and then they are going to either orbit clockwise or counterclockwise, and then they are going to, that orbit is going to be determined to be clockwise or counterclockwise, and then they're going to make that rotation. And the functions here, the function bodies are detailed in the scripts here, but it's easier to read here for anyone. It's easier to read here for me, like I just read for you. I didn't have to like read through a lot of bad code, which admittedly is on the monster or larva object. That's on me to fix. I have some code refactoring to do, but when the code is nice and follows clean code, then it's really easy to read and easier to understand. Easy to read and easy to understand, especially when there are these really, really, really descriptive comments here. Okay, so Liskov substitution. I finally really understand this right now. In the case of Cure All, the lepers, you're healing them. The larva, they're attacking you and sucking your energy, sucking your blood, sucking your urge, right? You would not make a you would not make a baby class, a child class of a larva to the parent class leper, because a larva isn't a type of leper in Cure All's case, right? In the case of McDonald's, you wouldn't make a. Oh my God! All right. I'm sorry, guys. I was on a roll here. We're gonna finish up the explanation. In the case of McDonald's, you would not, as a programmer, categorizing and organizing the McDonald's items, you would not subclass a order of fries. or a chicken selects to a type of McDonald's sandwich. It doesn't make sense. The categories, they don't match. If you're at a grocery store, I'm trying to think, you wouldn't put a deli item. You wouldn't put a deli item in a freezer in the frozen food section. Frozen food, like the subclasses, or you could think the items that go inside the freezer need to be frozen food, not deli food. You understand? So I hope that makes sense. That makes sense in terms of organization. But with Liskov substitution, what I just said doesn't really hold up, so I'm gonna explain that a little bit better. With Liskov substitution, you should be able to completely replace the subclass and the parent class, and have the pretty much the same like functionality. So like, yeah. So what do you do with a McDonald's sandwich? You have a bun on top, a bun on bottom, and then toppings, not condiments. What the heck do you call it within a sandwich? I don't eat burgers. I'm sorry. And then the patty. Then you have the spicy chicken sandwich, which is a type of McDonald's sandwich. When you flip those two around, the same basic functionality, they are a piece of meat between two buns that you can eat with your hands. Make sense? Liskov substitution. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream here. I didn't explain interface segregation and dependency inversion, but this is a really, really informative stream for me, the developer, because now I finally understand Liskov substitution, because in my head I was like, if you subclass, if you have let's say you have a motorcycle wheel abstract class, and then and what if you decide to make a dependency or subclass the engine of the motorcycle to the wheel? But no, you wouldn't do that, because you have the abstract wheel, which is the formless idea that exists in the ether of the collective human understanding, and then you have the actual Kawasaki brand. I don't know if Kawasaki makes the tires too, but then you have the actual Kawasaki brand of tire or wheel, and then you can replace the two, and they're both still functionally wheels, functionally with wheel attributes and wheel behaviors. Oh my god. Woo! Liskov substitution makes total sense to me now. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Reddit. Explain like I'm 5. Super helpful. Now, this asshole has disturbed my stream, and now we're gonna whip out. I thought we wouldn't get to do this stream, but we will. We always do. I love it. Ooh, a nice little sheen there. All right. So now, once I set up ban alerts, this will be automatic. So that's super exciting. Let me get the exact string text, and when you highlight text, you're capturing a string, which is an array of characters. You know that if you're a programmer. That's very basic though. Where are the stickies? Where are my stickies? Okay. Oh, and then stickies. All right. Let's go here. All right. So cheap viewers on, and it's usually this stupid crap thing. Oh my god. So this is what they're doing now? You're literally adding special characters. Oh my god. You're literally adding special characters to the text string so that bots can't auto-ban you. So that the streamers making bots can't auto-ban you. Oh, fuck you. Oh, I hate you so much. This is what you spend your limited time here on Earth doing with your one precious life. Oh, fuck you. All right. Oh. All right. So, before we waste any more time on this fucking loser, the moment we all been waiting for. So, what am I talking about? You've been waiting for me. No. All right. So, in the court of empathy software, you, Rowdy Pepe, have been permanently, formally banned from the stream. To the Gulag! Don't come back! Okay. Woo. Let's make sure. Alright, so. That was sufficiently frustrating. It's like I did the report to Twitch and to the FTC, granted, like realistically speaking, like this is going to be something that's going to be like outside of the FTC's radar, just because they have like more important scams to worry about. I did report another scam that had been ongoing that I saw on like a Microsoft help thread and a freaking Reddit thread that was an ongoing scam throughout 2024. I reported that dick. I'm pretty sure we pinpointed that to be some Egyptian scammer who was masquerading as some fucking professor, giving advice on Skype about investing, and then collecting emails from unsuspecting people while uploading a bunch of fake comments with fake profile pictures to make it look like a legitimate operation. My God, what is wrong with your genetics that you cannot see that you can put that energy into something more legitimate, even if you're not a United States citizen? Put that into getting your citizenship test. My God, I hate scammers. I fucking hate scammers. And the thing I hate most about them is they don't think, they make the grave mistake of thinking that I'm fucking stupid. I don't see right through them. If I've had any impetus to learn more advanced, to implement more advanced tools like fucking Wireshark, this here right now, people in server rooms, potentially in foreign countries or in this country, people in computer rooms just making burner email accounts, burner bot accounts, and burner spam accounts so that they can go and freaking spam people with these phishing links. This is disgusting. I am so through with this. I don't want to leave the stream on a sour note though. We'll go ahead and I'll stream again and wrap up interface segregation and dependency inversion principles on tomorrow morning, at least before noon. Look out on the schedule. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for dealing with the technical difficulties we had in the previous stream, where we were muted pretty much all stream. I really do appreciate your patience through any kind of technical difficulties as we, navigate the sometimes tedious, sometimes perilous, but most of the time rewarding task of making a game. Oh yeah. This has been the Empathy Software livestream development of the 2D mobile game Cure-All in collaboration with the United States Marine Corps. Semper Fi! This has been Russell Campbell, and as always, I have had the immense pleasure of developing out loud here for you on Twitch. Thank you so much for following along. Please do come back tomorrow. Follow our Twitch, TikTok, and Facebook profiles so that you can remain up to date with all the latest information on Cure-All. Again, we are intending an early access release where we will be doing a limited beta test with a smaller pool of beta testers starting on October 1st. Again, this has been Russell Campbell. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay well, stay healthy, stay safe, and most importantly, thank you so much for tuning in. Stay blessed. All right. I love all of you, and I hope you have a great Friday evening, now Saturday morning.